Today's video is going to be really different. Today I'm going to be talking about menopause, the different stages of menopause, and some experiences that I've had with menopause. So grab yourself something to drink and let's go ahead and get started with this video. I am going to be reading a few things. I wrote some things that I would remember to discuss with you all. So, a little fact about menopause. In 1821, a French physician coined the term menopause. And the medical interest of menopause increased in the 19th century. And in the 1930s, people started describing it as a deficiency disease. Just thought I would share that. So, what is menopause? It's a time of life when a woman's ovaries stop producing hormones and menstrual periods stop. There are 3 stages of menopause. There's pre-menopause, menopause, and post-menopause. Pre-menopause is leading up to menopause and describes the time when the hormones start to decline and menstrual cycles become erratic and irregular. You may start to experience a few side effects such as hot flashes. And this is a quick interruption. I'm having one of those hot flashes now, like nonstop. Okay, don't get carried away, Nicole. Let's continue. And by the way, hot flashes are quick bursts of hot skin, often drenching in sweat that can last anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes. I think that's different with every person. Me personally, my hot flashes feel like they can last even longer, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, sometimes even longer than that. Menopause. Menopause occurs when you have stopped producing the hormones that cause your menstrual period and have gone without a period for 12 months in a row. If you've gone 12 months in a row with no period, you are officially in menopause. You've reached. Then, the last phase is post-menopause. Post-menopause is a time after menopause has occurred. Once this happens, you are officially in post-menopause. Now, I got some information off the web, and after it said this when it said once you're in menopause, once menopause has occurred, and you're in post-menopause, it says you're going to be having this for the rest of your life. I do not like that sentence, so I had to take that out. So erase that sentence. That is not something that I like to hear. You are going to have this for the rest of your life. That's a horrible sentence. What hormonal changes happen after menopause? Your ovaries are making very little of both estrogen and progesterone. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. Progesterone. Now, let's discuss side effects. One moment, I need to take a sip here. Ooh, the hot flashes are destroying me today. And I'll get more into that in a moment. Side effects of pre-menopause. Now, I can't really mention all of them because there's a lot, but I will just name off a few. Mood changes, and oh boy, those are real. Trouble concentrating, headaches, night sweats, and trouble sleeping. And let's not forget the hot flashes. That's all with pre-menopause. Now, I will be honest, between the 3 stages of pre-menopause, menopause, and post-menopause, the side effects are pretty much similar. But I do feel like in the last stage, post-menopause, the side effects get a little bit more extreme. Alright, so now let's talk about the side effects of menopause. Anxiety, changes in mood, changes in skin, like dryness or extra oiliness skin, uh, the onset of adult acne, and difficulty sleeping. Now, the onset of adult acne, I've had that. And boy, I wish I had photos of how bad it got. A couple of years ago, it was at its worst, and I was really depressed because I couldn't get rid of it. And I went to my dermatologist several times, and what she was giving me wasn't working. Finally, I went to the dermatologist, and we sat down. She took a really good look at my skin, and she gave me something that finally took care of the adult acne. Now, occasionally, not very often, I will get little spots. And that might be because of the weather and something I've eaten, or just, it could just be one of the side effects of post-menopause. But I actually have the proper stuff to use, proper cream, and I have some antibiotics I can take that clears it up right away. But, girl, the adult acne, I had it bad, 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 bad. All right. Where am I? Okay, now we are going to talk about the side effects of post-menopause. Hot flashes, depression, dry skin, insomnia, weight change, and hair loss. So I had pretty much, and still do all of that, the hair loss. When I first noticed my hair kind of like thinning out, or it was coming out, I really freaked out in the beginning because I didn't know what that was. I didn't really know that hair loss was one of the side effects of all of this until I went to my doctor, and she kind of explained everything to me. Another thing you have to do, you have to do when you hit 40, no, I think it's 45 here, they have you do what's called a bone density test. I don't know if they do that anywhere else. And you just lie on the table and they take some images of your bones. Now, when I did that, my doctor called me and said, "You need to come in, we need to talk." And I'm thinking, okay. And she said to me, "You have severe osteoporosis." I'm like, "What? What?" And I said, when you think of osteoporosis, you think of that happening in your 60s or 70s, not when you're 46. And she said, yes, your bones are in pretty bad shape. And she said that you gotta be careful because, like, if you were to fall or trip, you have a 99.9% of fracturing something. And I kind of blew it off. I'm like, okay, I've never broken anything. And I can tell you, you're not gonna believe this. A few weeks after seeing my doctor, I tripped and fractured 4 ribs. Now, in my 20s, I was quite clumsy and I used to fall a whole lot. Never broke or fractured anything. Every few years I have to go, I think every 2 years or so, I have to go and do another bone test to make sure that the bones haven't gotten any worse. But what I do is I just take calcium every day and just try to be careful. Another thing I want to talk about, of course, is the hot flashes. Of course, you're going to get the hot flashes from the beginning of being premenopause. You can take something called HRT, it's a hormone replacement pill. Me personally, it didn't help me. I tried different types of hormone pills. It did not work for me. And I just decided to stop taking them and not take anything at all. I even at one point found something all natural to take, but it really wasn't helping, and it was very, very expensive here. I live in Israel, and it was so, so, so expensive, so I had to stop getting it because I just couldn't afford to pay the price of this natural pill. Now, here in Israel, they are going to be coming out with a pill just for hot flashes, so I am waiting for that to come. I'm waiting for it to arrive because I am willing to try it just to help with hot flashes because, girl, let me tell you, the hot flashes are so bad. And I feel like ever since I hit postmenopause, the hot flashes have gotten much, 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 much worse. I'm constantly having a hot flash, and the only thing that really helps is either going to put your whole body into the freezer, next to the freezer, get some ice. And yes, I'm sure you've seen videos of that. You've seen photos of women going into the freezer and just, cooling off. Yes, that is true. That does happen. I do that. Or I just have to have the AC and the fan on. Or I have to drink something really cold. Or if it's really bad, I go hop into the shower and take a cold shower. Because I personally cannot stand the hot flashes. Now, another thing that happens with all 3 stages of menopause is you do have the mood swings. And I feel so sorry for my husband. My mood swings, even to this day, being postmenopausal, it comes and goes. I can get very, very moody and not very pleasant. I can get very emotional. It just happens. And yes, people have told me, well, if you're on the hormone pill, that helps with that. Okay. It didn't work for me. Maybe it works for you, but it didn't work for me. Another theme is forgetfulness. You will literally walk out into the kitchen for something and walk into your room, and a few moments before you did that, you'll know what you were going for. And then you walk into the room, you're going, what was it I was looking for? That's also bad with me. My memory, my forgetfulness is bad. Very, 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 very bad. I hate it. It drives me crazy. But yes, it does happen. So I was 46 when I hit menopause. I skipped premenopause and went right into menopause. And I did a couple blood tests to check my hormone levels, and that's how I found out that I was menopausal. I also started having some of the side effects. The first side effect was hot flashes. I was getting headaches. I was starting to get really bad insomnia. I still have insomnia till this day. I have to take melatonin to fall asleep. And sometimes even that doesn't work, especially if I'm having a really ugly hot flash and having serious night sweats, which happen. But I hope this video will be helpful for some of you. If you're maybe just getting into premenopause or having some of the side effects, you're not sure, do me a favor. Please go to your doctor, do the blood test, go find out. If you have any questions for me whatsoever, don't be shy. You can ask me anything. I'm proud of it. I'm proud to be 50 years old. I have no issues or no problems discussing menopause. It's something that I personally feel needs to be talked about more, and something that I will continue talking about. I did do a video about this a few years ago. I will link that down in my description down below, so if you want, you can check that out. And there, in that video, I had the horrible acne, so you'll be able to maybe see just how bad my adult acne was then. And if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're wondering how you can support my channel, it's free. All you need to do is just smash that subscribe button, like, comment, share. That way my videos will get more noticed on YouTube and more people will get to see them. And if you really like this video and you want to see some more of my other videos, because I normally just post beauty videos, because let's be honest, I love everything beauty, then be sure to click on that notification bell. That way you all can get notified for my future upcoming videos. And you know what? I forgot to do an intro. And I haven't done an intro in so long. So let's do an intro. Hello, my name is Nikki, and you are watching Nikki's Makeup. And if you're new, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And I hope you continue to enjoy watching my videos. I look forward to seeing all of you in my next video. Bye, everybody.